morning. It's Wednesday, April 22nd, and I'll start off with an article I saw about the following topic. Some landlords are taking advantage of the coronavirus outbreak, soliciting sexual favors in lieu of rent payments from economically vulnerable tenants, according to advocates. Hey, this has been going on for centuries, so it doesn't surprise me. And you'll love this. Do you know what this type of behavior is called? It's quid pro quo. Sound familiar? I knew you would recognize it. A number of cases haven't been necessarily astronomical. The commission received 10 reports about 9 different landlords. The commission spokesperson said they were especially notable given such cases go vastly underreported. So the outbreak finally got some notice by the commission. So landlord coercion has always been a reality, but we've never seen anything like this, the spokesperson said. The coronavirus creates the perfect conditions for landlords who want to do this because not only are the people being instructed to stay home, but the virus has added economic stress with people losing their jobs. So the more things change, the more they stay the same, especially when things get tough for people. And that's a shame. But I guess we've been around hundreds of years and society doesn't change that quickly. This next topic is close to my heart because I used to write programs in this language that these people are talking about. So unemployment checks are being held up by a coding language that almost nobody knows. I know the language. The language is called COBOL, C-O-B-O-L, which stands for Common Business-Oriented Language. It's a programming language that we used during the 1960s. I wrote a lot of code in that particular language. And I'm amazed to find out that there are many unemployment systems in this country in states like Alaska, Connecticut, California, Iowa, Kansas, and Rhode Island, all still running using this language. So obviously now with this surge of unemployment checks that hit them, this language is being, I don't want to say abused, but the systems are old and they can't handle the volume. And of course, the people who know the language, who grew up on the language, are older, much older. So now these states need help, and they are looking for people who are expert in this language. And there's not many of us left around. And I was tempted to send in my resume. But after reviewing my notes, I still have the notes from when I used to do this work. After reviewing the notes, I recognized that it might take me a couple of weeks to get up to speed. And then none of these things are nearby. I mean, I'm not prepared to go to Kansas or Iowa to bail those guys out. And one would think, why should we have to bail them out? Why are they so stupid that they never kept up with the latest technology? I guess they figured they were never going to hit this rash of unemployment checks before. So in any event, it just struck me that how poorly we we continue to plan for the future in this country. So I'll drop that subject, even though it's near and dear to my heart. I assume that you all heard about the oil price crash. The price dropped below zero. I don't understand how that could happen, but apparently it did. So does that mean that they will pay me to take oil? The problem is they're running out of space to store the oil. The reason they have no space to store the oil is because nobody's driving. Nobody's moving around anymore. It's all caused by the pandemic. So I don't feel sorry for them because they have been ripping us off for years. When they want to raise the price, they slow production. When they want to decrease the price, they increase production. And let's not forget that a lot of that oil has allowed totalitarian regimes to flourish in the Middle East and fund all of the terrorist organizations like Hamas and Hezbollah. There's very little that's going to stop this downward slide over the near term. We have refineries rejecting barrels at a historic pace and U.S. storage levels sprinting to the brim. So market forces will inflict further pain until we hit rock bottom or the COVID clears, whichever comes first. But it certainly looks like we're going to hit rock bottom first. Since the start of the year, oil prices have plunged, and there's no end in sight. But producers still continue to pump. And that's causing a fire sale among the traders who don't have access to storage. Take a look at the barrels I have sitting outside on my little patio there. Those barrels are available for anybody that wants to store oil. And I'll really give them a good deal on it. Much better deal than we've been getting from them. So if you know anybody that's interested in storing their oil, I'm perfectly willing to let them use my space at a very nominal fee. And if they have a problem, they can reach me, if they're interested, at 1-800-876-OILS. Oils. So have a great day, and if you know anybody that's interested, my barrels are still empty. Thank you, and I will see you in the morning. Bye.